What is up, Sacer? Welcome in to more Sonic Adventure CX action. It's your boy, Witherman, here with Must Include 3 to 25. How are you doing today? How are you feeling about these races coming up?
I'm doing good so far today, and I'm very excited to see the content today. It's going to be some good races.
Today's going to be some good content. And speaking of good content, we've got a rip snorter of an opener today. Spacebar versus Tethys. Now, Spacebar actually didn't even make his own splits. He's been running on Tethys' splits the whole time with the intention of specifically beating Tethys since he joined the tournament. So having these two come together for a match this early in the bracket is going to be a heartbreaker. These two are out for blood. They hate each other. They've been so up in each other's faces. I would not be surprised to see some sort of spit swapping makeout match after this match is over.
Very true. And Spacebar for this match, he has been grinding since the last match.
No kidding. Spacebar has been putting in the time. Spacebar has been putting in the effort. Spacebar has been going the distance. But speaking of going the distance, that is something Tethys is notorious for not going far enough with. Has he conquered the final leg capsule meltdowns? That could be a huge difference maker. His best final leg is a 102 split. That's a good segment, and running against those splits here is going to be really hard for him. But that does come with a 305 Lost World segment on the PB. So we could easily see both these runners drop down into the sub 40 range in this race. We could see some meltdowns. We could see some pop-offs. I have no idea who's going to win, honestly. I'm just excited to see this.
Yeah, I have no idea. The real question, how many things will Tethys throw during this race?
I don't know. I have no clue. Give me 1 second, though. Be back.
Well, seems we're about to get going here. I'm going to be completely real. I don't know what to say right now. Whether just like left.
All right, just had to check on some stuff real quick, but we are going to be getting ready to go. I think this is going to be one of the highlights of the tournament. What do you think?
Absolutely has the potential to be a huge highlight for the tourney.
I will say that's big coming from you. Your match against Carpnado is the current highlight of the tournament. We're going to see if this match can live up to that.
I mean, I wouldn't say my match is the highlight. That's kind of self-centered, but I think it was a pretty good race.
And we are off. Loadless is working for both players. You love to see it. As we have entered Chaos Zero. This boss fight, pretty similar to the DX variation of the boss. If you fought Chaos Zero once, you fought him before. Both of these runners having a little bit of trouble. Tethys getting a 1991 Chaos Zero, and Space going to be dragging a little bit behind with a 23, 22. Tethys being the first one to enter Jimothy Zero, and Jimmy now coming up for Space as well. This could be a slight place for the leader loser gain some time. It's a small quirk of CX. I'm sure Jimmy's been explained a million times by now.
Yeah. Chaos Zero can catch you off guard sometimes. Like, you just don't even think about the fight most of the time because it's right before Emerald Coast.
Yeah, you're like, oh yeah, this fucker. I gotta do this again. Tethys with a nice early lead, though. Will he be able to hold on to it as he gets through Emerald Coast? Well, Spacebar has been grinding his ILs, though. We're gonna see if those IL grinds are gonna make a big difference here. Tethys is just playing the stage, actually. This makes sense. He took a lot of deaths last time, and this only loses you 2 seconds. So in a tournament setting, sure. Makes sense.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, because I remember during the last race, both Tethys and Dre really struggled with Emerald Coast.
Getting a nice 35 check. Looks like he's going to have a 42, 43 entrance. Okay, nice. Spacebar is taking the way. Oh, nice bonk. He is ripping through Emerald Coast right now. Oh, I don't like that, and he didn't like that either. It's okay.
Camera.
39 entrants. These two runners are mere seconds apart on each other's trails. Oh, Teth is taking a bit of a safe route and messing it up a bit, though. Spacebar has a huge potential to end up taking a slight lead out of Emerald Coast because of the slight jimmy differences.
That's some sick movement there, using the slope of that section to launch over.
A 123 Emerald Coast from Tethys and a 115 from Spacebar. That is definitely going to swing the lead slightly back into Spacebar's favor. Tethys was ahead by 8 seconds outside of Chaos Zero. So we're going to see how much Spacebar is ahead by now. Probably like 3-4 seconds.
Yeah, I guess like a couple seconds. That was a really good Emerald Coast by Spacebar.
Space leads by 1 second. Wow, hub movement difference.
That's crazy.
Tethys does also have a supercomputer, so his loads are ridiculous. That might play a slight factor, but it's not going to be a difference maker.
Yeah, it'll just affect in-act transitions. That's about it. And it's like barely minimum what it affects anyways.
Now this is going to be another one of those splits to keep an eye on Spacebar, as he's been having some huge issues with Egg Hornet. As he mentioned in commentary, this boss fight does require you to mash a little bit harder. So there's a huge chance that he actually messes this up. He's getting those A-presses ready. Oh, we got hit. Oh, that was scary.
Oh,
okay,
God.
Okay. Okay, he did not mess it up. He did not mess it up. Well, Tethys did the Mamba number 5 on the key, but was still able to pick it up. These two are neck and neck. The loadless times are so close.
It's been great so far.
But here is going to be the first true killer of the run. We're going to be looking at the Windy Valley difference between these two. This Windy Valley is a horrifying stage. We've seen both of these runners have massive meltdowns here before. That's what's put them both into the losers bracket at one point. So we're going to be seeing if both of them have overcome their windy nightmares. A 24 entrance into the tornado. Fantastic. Oh no, but missing tornado skip.
At least didn't fall all the way down.
With utilizing some of that new Act 1 movement he came up with, it's a little slow, but it's much more consistent for him, as he's going to be getting a 22 tornado with that, I believe, if not a 23. Yeah, mid-22. As Tethys is now lining up for Windy Valley 3 skip. The skip is pretty open-ended. Everyone approaches it in a pretty different way. We're going to see if Tethys' lineup is going to work today. The Welsh Washer, he is the machine, and it looks like he is squeaky clean. That Windy Valley 3 is going to land for sure. Now it's Spacebar's time. Okay, looking good. Oh, he's taking more of the down.
Oh no!
No. Oh, he didn't hold down enough. That is very, very sad. That's going to definitively put Tethys in the lead for a little bit for sure. As I said, we've seen Windy Valley cause some swings. I don't like that. Yeah, that wasn't low enough. This is not looking good. Oh, Windy Valley has been the taker of Spacebar's soul this tournament. It always works until it doesn't, and it doesn't when you really need it to the most.
Yeah, this is huge for Tethys right here.
Oh no. I can't believe that one worked.
I don't like that camera. Oh my god.
He's gonna make it for sure, but that was horrifying. That's okay though. We've all seen how Tethys' final leg has been going. We've got so much of the race left before it's over. Oh, he's gonna beat it. Yep. Okay, that's fine. Tethys has definitely taken a lead, but that's okay. It's not over until the Eggman akax his last time.
Yep, there's too many meltdown points in this run to even consider it near over. Oh, he got caught up there.
Okay, he didn't play the act again. Oh no, Tethys jumped? Why did he jump? And he died! No!
That's been happening so many times.
So many FTV deaths. Why is Tethys jumping? You don't want to jump for this. There you go, that's all it takes. That button has been thoroughly fucked. Oh, okay. How's the casino? Okay, that's looking fine. Nice. Okay.
Solid casino.
About as solid as you could reasonably hope for. No push wall. That's a good day. That spacebar homing attacking into Tikal just to get her out of the way. I do that too. I think that's a super smart decision.
Yeah, I do it by totally intentionally misinputting my spin dash jump the first time.
Okay, that hub world line for spacebar was great, and Tethys has got the ice key now. Ooh, very nice. Oh yeah, spacebar going to hit the button, or going to try. There we go, he hits it.
Does spacebar not know about FTB, or does he just hit it out of habit?
He knows it, he's tried it, he actually thinks it's harder than hitting the button, which is psychotic, but you know.
What?
He's gonna do what he's gonna do, and you know what? He's gotta find time, so let him.
If it works, it works, I suppose.
If it works, it works. And a much better casino than Tethys. That was smooth as silk. He definitely saved time on the hub world movement as well.
Ooh, Tethys with a bit of a fancy bounce off that wall there to hit the trigger.
Alright, Tethys is still a little bit ahead, which makes sense. Casino is a short stage. But Ice Cap could be a difference maker. We're going to see Tethys go for the clip out here. Oh, he's struggling. Oh, he's struggling. Okay, that just barely worked. He didn't realize he clipped out, so he also hit the spin dash button an extra time, caused him to jump cancel. That's going to make him drift a little bit different in the air, but he still should be good to land. This isn't quite enough for Spacebar to save himself. You know, a perfect ice cap isn't going to, like, reinvent the wheel or anything, but it could be very huge for him here. Oh, down she goes.
Could save a good amount of time here. This was one of the stages I remember Spacebar practicing in voice chat yesterday.
Yeah, he's doing this new line here, which is very solid. As long as it works for him, that's great. It can be about a second faster than the jump from the slope, if done perfectly.
That looked done pretty well.
Oh, he got a rough camera here. Okay, he's gonna just try YOLOing it as well. And he gets it with an angle that, in my opinion, shouldn't have worked. But he's out.
Very wrong.
And, you know, who's complaining?
If it works, it works.
He's even in ball form, so he gets to fall even faster. He's sub-minute falling. This is going to save oodles of time on Tethys.
And just like that. Uh-oh. Hang on. What's that?
No, he's fine. He's a little high. But what's new with Spacebar?
And with this time-saving ice cap, my good old pal Chaos 4, if he wants to do some blue balling, could fuck Tethys over even more.
It's true. Blue balls right now actually would be a difference maker. Like quite a big one. Rolling into the speed pad. Boom. Nice line. All the way down. A 118 ice cap. That is going to save a bunch of time. all going to come down to how much that hub world movement lost or saved as well. Oh, blue
is
balls!
that blue
for
balls?
the
Oh, wow.
Welshmen.
Does that count as commentator's curse?
I don't know. Kinda.
Let's
Tethys.
go. About time I did it.
Tethys leading by only 30 seconds now. Tethys' lead slowly diminishing, bit by bit, as we continue on. One mistake, and Tethys could find himself in Davy Jones' locker. A spacebar has been very, very consistent. Windy Valley has been his only choke point. Oh, that in Lost World. But we'll see. We will see. There is so much more Sonic story left to go.
Yes.
But anyway, Chaos 4 is going on, so I'll just take this time to ask, how have you been enjoying the tournament? What have you thought about it so far?
I've been enjoying it a lot. It's nice to actually be able to play this game for Caesar.
Been a lot of excitement about it, which has been super cool.
Yeah, and yesterday's races were incredible.
Yeah, yesterday's races were bangers. I'm glad we're getting to open up with another banger today. And Spacebar does get blue-balled. What's the point? He needed those 10 seconds, man.
Praise Strat. Should have done it, SMH.
Tethys getting a little caught up in the hub world movement here, but that's okay. Just gonna leisurely saunter on in to Tails' workshop to initiate the first sky chasing. You know, just gotta say, look how close these runners are. If it wasn't for the slight RTA difference in like because of the load time difference, these two would be omega close. This race has been phenomenal so far.
Absolutely.
So what's your prediction? Like, how do you think this is going to go? Well, you can see right now, Tethys has got a pretty sizable, but not unconquerable lead. Windy Valley being the biggest thing that's happened so far. But Spacebar has shown off his consistency in a bunch of the other ILs. So, what do you think? And who do you think is going to end up coming out on top? We've got another 20 or so minutes. 20, maybe 30, before we find out the ultimate victor of the match and who will be knocked out of the tournament. So, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts?
Picking a winner for this race is really hard, honestly. You know, if Tethys has the same past issues that he's had with Final Cap, or Final 8 Cap, could absolutely see Space taking this.
And Spacebar is not a no-capper. He only caps. So there's a high likelihood that this is going to come down to a final leg beatdown. With how close they are, I could see them both capsuling at the same time, and the first person to land on the capsule and not Tethys it will end up taking the gold.
That's what I'm thinking as well.
This is a scary position to be in for both runners.
Yeah, the nerves, I can't even imagine.
Sky Chase is hard to commentate for.
There's literally nothing going on.
There's nothing going on. We got two of these, but you know, I guess this is just more time to talk about the history of these runners. So Tethys has actually been running CX for a long time. He's been running Tails since emulator was legalized, and he actually does have the ability to play on hardware, but decides against it. So, whoa.
That sounds like somebody.
Spacebar has, or used to have a Dreamcast, but actually lost it at SGDQ 2022. So he is not been able to play on hardware. but has been potentially considering getting back into the game. And the CX tournament was the first big push he's made into properly learning an SA1 category. So I honestly don't want either of these runners to be eliminated.
How do you lose an entire Dreamcast at a speedrun event?
It's easier than you'd think to lose something in person with that many people and that much alcohol. Like they were saying, it probably got left in a bag somewhere in a rental car that just ended up getting lost. Like I could see that happening.
Exactly. Like what Venom's saying, the Dreamcast is bulky as fuck. If you manage to lose that, then man.
I do not know what y'all are talking about. I keep mine in my backpack with me. At least I keep one on me in most places. It is not that heavy.
Well, it's not that it's heavy. It's like tiny, but like it still pops out.
That was a very nice track skip from Tethys.
What? What the fuck?
Owned,
what?
I guess.
What just happened?
The black cars were paid off. There was a hit placed on his head for that. That is going to be one of the catch-up points that Spacebar needs to. Spacebar, the check is in the mail for those Carters there. Will they come back for their vengeance again? One of them tried to cut him off. Tethys, Tokyo drifts his way around them. This has been a terrifying kart section for Tethys. But this is going to be one of the...
What the fuck just happened?
So what happened is that one of the black cars hit a boost pad, then crashed into another one, which caused the second one to ricochet off, and then that one hit Tethys, which sent him into space.
Oh my god. I didn't even know that was possible.
I mean, it makes sense, but that was ridiculous. Well,
only
it's okay.
Tethys.
Tethys has now done coaster skip, missed big boy jump. Gonna be going for the backup here. Solid Twinkle Park outside of being John Wilkes Booth. The Welsh Abraham Lincoln has made his way out of the amusement park, not unlike the American, which did not make it out of the musical. He is now going to be moving on to Speed Highway after committing some identity theft, a spacebar, with a fantastic track skip. No assassination on the table. He is getting out for free.
Only real thing now is coaster skip.
Nice, okay.
Looks good. Wait, yep, looks
Not
good.
a lot of distance, but he's okay. He's going for big boy jump. Yo,
He got
nice.
it.
That is going to be a 110. Yes, a 110. I can see it through the bit rate.
Yeah, looks 110-ish.
That was absolutely massive for Spacebar. We're going to see how much that changes things up.
That is huge time save right there.
Pretty nice Act 1 out of Speed Highway for Tethys. Returning the ID to the water. Oh no! Oh, he got stuck. Tethys leads by 2 seconds. That lead evaporated like that. Check is in the mail for those Carters, dude. They did their job in spades.
Wonder how much space had to pay him to make him do that.
Oh, he's not going to make it up the building. Oh, Tethys. Tethys is crumbling a tiny bit, but it's okay. You'd rather crumble here than in Act 1. Oh, okay, that's definitely enough distance. But Spacebar has been continuing to try to play this corkscrew fast. Every time he's tried it, he's fallen. Will he try again? No. Playing it safe, I agree. That's the smart decision. Going to give him a pretty solid Act 1 time. Saving a tiny bit of time on Tethys here. Every tiny bit matters. Red Mountain is going to be a difference maker for sure.
Oh yeah, just like a difference in strat or slightly messing up or anything. Huge.
One death in Red Mountain could actually potentially cost the race if it stays this close. Tethys has had a lead this entire time that's been slowly being bled away until it was eventually shot in the face. Now it's all come down to this. Can he climb the mountain, or will Tethys be the first to stake his claim? Or will Space be the first? Damn it. As Space is now finishing up Speed Highway, rapidly approaching Tethys. Tethys opts to skip the cutscene here. It only saves time if your hoverworld movement is on point. He's going to save a microscopic amount of time by getting caught there.
Yeah, it's crazy how close they're getting now. Tethys NASA loads can only do so much.
I know. All eyes are on Tethys as he's going through the Red Mountain. You know, if you're racing, it's probably not a good idea to keep your eye on the opponent too much, because it can add some unneeded stress. But if I was watching this match and I was Tethys, I would be making sure I play this as quickly as possible. Because knowing that your lead just dissipated like that is not good. He's going to be taking the top strat. I think Spacebar is going to be doing the same thing. It's going to be really important for Tethys to actually land this. This is a lot of time if he misses it. That's a lot of height. He should be okay. I think he overshot it.
Oh, no, he overshot.
It was too safe. He didn't know.
That right there could be it for Spacebar.
That could be what he needed. As Spacebar now, he's got that strong hoverworld movement. Does he get stuck? No, the line is phenomenal as he starts charging up the light speed dash. This is going to make up that load difference for sure in hoverworld movement. Very strong. As now Tethys is going to be entering into Act 2 on his second try at a 50 flat. All Spacebar has to do is his best. He's going for Rock Slide. He's getting ricocheted. I don't know what happened there. Oh, he's definitely not saving time with this now. That's not enough height. He lost a few seconds attempting this, but it's okay. Tethys is through Act 2. He hit the checkpoint. This Red Mountain, there's so much to watch.
It's been quite sad that not a single person so far has forgotten Red Mountain checkpoint. Oh, not that it's sad that like they've messed up, but like it would be funny to see.
It would be funny. Oh, I like that. That was cool.
I would say that's an interesting little movement right there.
And he takes the baby jump. Will he overshoot it? Nope. Lands perfectly. 7 seconds slower than Tethys' IL, but with one less death. That's huge. Gotta say.
Yeah, especially on JP, because the fade out for deaths are slower on JP.
Oh, Spacebar tried to go for the green slope. He's got no rings. The flaming orbulons, or whatever these are called, are a dangerous threat. Okay, he's got the checkpoint going.
Oh, not even opting to get the rings there. Oh, God.
Onion ring. Oh, that's too early. No, it's not. Okay, whatever. The capsule still trolled him. 131 deathless. Probably still going to be fine.
That should gain time on Tethys.
Yeah, that Red Mountain was absolutely huge. We're going to see how it looks doing the Act 3. Okay, blink.
And the fires are getting to him right now.
And he's through.
Yeah, we got more Sky Chases. Let's go.
More Sky Chase too. But what a thrilling race so far. It's been so close, dude. This has been so good. This is what I wanted to see. This level of competition. This is the stuff you get when you race on someone else's splits.
Very true.
Tethys still has a 3-second lead because of how slow the Red Mountain was. Oh, but he did gain the time. This is so ridiculously close.
This end game is going to be so important for both runners.
Yeah, that time discrepancy does make sense. Because you might be wondering, how is Tethys still ahead after dying? But Spacebar's IL time was just not all that in a bag of potato chips. Plus, he got hit like 3 times in the fire tunnel for the second capsule. Yeah, a hitless tunnel would have probably put him ahead.
All it takes is Skydeck being in a bad mood, and then this whole race is flipped.
Now, I'm not meaning to jinx anything, but Spacebar has been grinding his Skydecks. He has been putting in the time, he's been putting in the pace, and he got a sub 120 single segment within like about 20 minutes ago.
Yes, very true. Final cap will determine everything.
Final cap is going to matter so much. You don't even know how much it's going to matter. If Tethys this race, this is going to be a disaster. This is going to be a heartbreaker. All 4 Welsh people will feel it in their souls. Their generation will truly never recover if Tethys is this final leg capsule.
Hell, I think at this point, they're so close, I think literally if someone were to get it first try compared to a second try, I think that would flip the lead. That's how close they are.
For sure right now, yes. Like final leg capsule, especially if you touch it. If you Tethys it when you touch it and then die, that takes so much time. That's like a 13-second death.
Yeah, I think I'd rather miss it entirely than hit the capsule and die. Oh, did he crash it on the Sugoi cutscene? Oh no!
Oh no! That's not good. Tethys,
And all of this is... Oh god, and since the screen's purple for
Press
the
the
Caesar
start button.
layout...
Oh no! What did he do? I wasn't looking for 2 seconds.
He started the cutscene like normal. I think he like either pressed start too soon, or he might have been mashing without thinking about it, and he like crashed the game or something.
Oh, look at these menus. Look at them go.
So much loadless time being wasted. Oh my god.
You really need to let that cutscene play out to prevent a crash. Sometimes it's worth it just to take the time loss. Yeah, it's that 11.5 seconds right there.
Yeah, nice to make sure not to do it again. Look at that.
Okay.
They're now like, well, RTA-wise, they're like nearly even now.
That is such a devastating loss from Tethys, though. We're past the Sugoi cutscene. That definitely hurts a lot, but Tethys is still very much in this. They are now entering Skydeck at the almost exact same time. This Skydeck is going to matter so much. That crash was so unfortunate. But as long as Tethys can keep his head in the game, he's definitely still in this. Lost World has been definitely not working out for Spacebar recently. So we've got so much to go through still.
Yeah, these last 2 stages, man. And they're brutal.
This Skydeck has been phenomenal by Spacebar, though. Holy crap.
Also, Tethys has been going through it pretty well as well.
Yeah, Tethys not too far behind. A very strong showcase from Spacebar. Look at all the practice he's put in on this stage. Getting just the tiniest bit stuck, but this is the only mistake he's made in this stage so far. Oh no, it took some damage, but it's okay. The RTA sync is so real. Oh,
Ooh,
nice.
and he got it. And
gets
pass
the
jump.
strat.
Yeah.
As Tethys falls down, that's okay. It's a minor time loss, but at this point, that's gonna start mattering. Spacebar missed the early capsule jump. Tethys is gonna jump. Oh, is he gonna make it? No!
Damn.
Spacebar
What a
is
sky
the
deck.
Spacebar is the first to exit the stage with a 136. Oh, this is now like a minute behind Loadless because of that crash.
It would kind of suck if that crashes why Tethys loses.
That would be really sad. I hope it doesn't come down to that. I hope either Spacebar massively pops off or Tethys has some sort of mistake, because I would really hate for this to come down to that crash.
Or, you know, for all we know, Tethys could unleash something from the gods themselves and just play it at an unbelievable level and catch up.
It's true. Tethys could still 37. Like, that is still very much possible. Actually, while we're thinking about it, let me check the deltas of both of these players and see what their best possible times are. You know, with these two runners being so new, their golds definitely don't mean everything, but Tethys has a best possible time of a 39.05 still, and Spacebar has a best possible time of, oh yeah, his best possible time is Ultra Bro. But assuming that his splits are real, 36-14 still.
Yeah, that's totally real, for sure.
It could be. Oh no, it's not. He has a 3-second Lost World split. That's right.
He's just good.
He's just that good. So we're gonna know for sure after Lost World, but yeah, Tethys definitely still has a lot of room to give. Oh, it focused the Freezy. I agree with this decision. Don't try and waste the time. Just throw the Freezy and then homing attack him.
Nice backup there. Yeah, Wither, world record holder, doesn't have a 3-second Lost World? Wow.
True. Fake.
Fake world record holder. Wow.
Space now leads by a minute and 2 seconds. That crash was so monumental. It mattered so much. That is so sad.
Final egg cap could still make this a close race.
Final egg capsule does save all.
Tethys actually gained some time there with Chaos 6, it appears. Maybe from like hub movement or something?
Most likely. This is now Spacebar's race to lose. He didn't die.
Oh no.
No, he didn't die. It's okay. Oh no. I'm so scared. This Lost World. This is the final stage before the capsule. So oh no.
Why did he go for it? No.
Why'd you commit, dude? Did he just exit out of the stage? No, he didn't. He didn't. He waved his hand. He'd let us all know it's okay. It's okay. Alright, Spacebar. We are synced up again. And Tethys has taken another tumble.
No.
Oh no.
Lost World doing its thing, unfortunately. Oh no!
Tethys didn't look for the snake and overshot it. No. Oh, Tethys keeps overjumping. Oh, okay. Spacebar just pause clip through the door. And Tethys fell again. No.
Dude!
The snake room. And Tethys just shrugs. I know that look. That look tells us that he thinks he's toast. But I believe.
Final cap, for all we know. Also, what a great mirror room there by Spacebar.
Yeah, that mirror room was fantastic. Oh, Tethys just not quite jumping in the right place. There we go. He's up. He's got 0 lives to get through the mirror room.
This could be bad.
This could be devastating for him. Or it could be a sheer moment of greatness. He's just got to get through.
Playing it safe, completely fair. No!
Oh, no.
I'm assuming he was on an elevated, like, one of the tiny elevated areas, so whenever he tried to jump, it got eaten.
Yeah. That's one of the dangerous things about Lost World. All of these square platforms, they're not just flat textures. They can eat your jump, and they are very good at it. Lost World is an incredibly dangerous stage to try and do technical movement in, so even something as simple as that spin dash jump can be much harder than it needs to be.
This stage is brutal.
This stage is so brutal. But Tethys wouldn't be Tethys if he didn't persevere. He's got some more fight left in him, and Final Egg Capsule is going to be choosing the true victor of this match. Oh, jumped a little bit too high, but there you go. That was nice.
I think he was also a bit more center than he should have been the first jump.
Oh, Spacebar having some issues getting in the final leg.
If Spacebar hits first try final cap, oh my god.
Oh, that would really twist the knife, huh?
Yeah, I don't want to assume.
There we go.
I think
okay.
that would nearly end it. Well, here we go.
Spacebar is here. He's reached the capsule. Oh, that looks really good. Oh, he adjusted in the air!
No! You've gotta commit. You've gotta commit.
You can't make micro adjustments like that.
Oh, Tethys died to, what is it, Boulder?
A boulder, yeah. The boulder does move faster on your first life, and it is very hard to get through that section quickly. Oh, Spacebar landed on the capsule. He was able to stand and get an easy jump.
Let's go.
Spacebar is through final egg before Tethys is out of Lost World. I don't want to call anything yet, but without the Egg Viper of all time, this could be over. This is 100% Spacebar's race to lose. We have seen Egg Viper do some real nasty things in this bracket, though. And Spacebar is known for taking this fight pretty dangerously. So I don't want to say it's over until it's over.
It's okay.
Yeah, Fast Hits could easily lose a shit ton of time.
Yeah, one mistake in Egg Viper is like 40 seconds. Like if you die in Egg Viper, you're losing like a minute easy.
Or if you lose on like one of like the last quick hit, that's like a minute-ish.
Oh, Spacebar is taking this fight as safely as possible. I think that decision. I think he's also most likely on a big PB pace. I think this decision is good. You know, to secure the win, this is what you want to do. I think that Tethys needs to get Capsule. Not to win at this point, but for himself. He's been struggling with this trick the entire bracket. If he can hit Capsule within the first couple tries, we're gonna consider that a massive win.
Come on, Tethys, you got this.
First try. Go! He rolls his eyes, but he got it first try. It cannot be understated how difficult that is. That is still a phenomenal pace that has been salvaged by first try final egg capsule. If I am not mistaken, I believe this could now be PB pace for Tethys, but I am not too sure.
He missed one of the hits for the cycle.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he sanded on like that flat platform, and then he went past him, so he didn't hit him. Just a minor time loss, though. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, Spacebar is on an easy 39 pace right now. He could easily be the next sub 40, and Tethys was absolutely on the same pace as well. Lost World and that crash had other plans though. And that is going to be the last hit for Spacebar. All it takes is a little bit of woo walking, and he's going to be done.
What a run.
Give it up for Spacebar with a 39-25.
26.
He's standing up. He's so happy. He's out of the room. He's gone.
He even closed the door on his way out. Goddamn. Huge
Congratulations, Space. What an insane time to get in a race. Tethys. My heart breaks for Tethys. The crash really did set him off into the Phantom Zone. The mindset got reset for the worse after the crash, and the Lost World was just so punishing because of it. I want you to keep in mind the time he's going to get even after this. How devastating of a Lost World that was. Like, we're talking 2+ minutes lost easy. Even with the crash, because of the first try capsule, Tethys might have been close, but that Lost World really was the deciding factor.
Yeah, that was just brutal.
Yeah, keep in mind the crash at worst only caused a 1 minute difference. So that is going to be a 42-14 final time for Tethys, which is still a phenomenal time to get in a race. Very close to his PB. I know he's not happy about that. I hope we can get them in for interviews, because I'd love to talk about this, but I understand if Tethys might want to take a back seat.
Yeah, if what happened to him and Lost what happened to me, I would not be in the mood to do an interview, that's for sure.
That Lost World was very, very upsetting. But Sonic's story is just like that. Sonic's story is brutal. I'm going to go ahead and pull Spacebar in as he's in the interview queue. Welcome, welcome. Congrats on the 39, bro.
Jeez.
Hey, dude. Wow. What a run. What a run. I don't even know what to say. I did not expect it to go that well, of course. Oh, man.
That was such a run for you, man. Even with that 3-second Lost World split, you still kept on.
Yeah, I don't know. That was crazy. Dude, I've never had that happen on Egg Viper, by the way, where you don't hit him. That was so scary.
Oh, yeah,
when you went past him.
I thought I was going to die. I was so nervous, man. I was so nervous. I played the Sky Chases because I felt like that would help. So that's why I played the Sky Chases. I mean, the second Sky Chase I didn't play, but I was literally sitting there, like, pressing buttons the whole time. Just to keep myself warmed up. This is a serious game for me. I've lost to Tethys enough in my days, so I am so happy to take this one.
Welcome in, Tethys.
What's up?
I am very sorry about Lost World.
I've been unfortunate, fam. I don't think anybody can deny that, right? You know?
Yeah.
I've had some, especially, not even just in the tournament, but I've had some good paces just collapse entirely. Like, this was a really solid run. I was doing real good. I was ahead coming out of Red Mountain, I saw. And then the thing happened in that Tails cutscene.
Yeah, the crash.
I think
Oh,
if I
no,
just-
you had to crash?
I had a
Yeah.
crash.
Oh.
I don't know if it was one of those ones where if I waited it out, it would.
That
work.
was the case. If you waited, you would have been fine.
Yeah, I just panicked. Basically, I was like, this hasn't happened to me yet. Fuck, what do I do? Okay. And then that kind of.
You were on
Yeah.
so good. You were on such a good pace to bring that back, but I could tell that you got shaken
Wow.
out because you got out of Skydeck. You got out of Skydeck relatively unscathed, all things
Yeah,
considered.
I played well in Skydeck, and like I was kind of like, okay, my head was back in the game, but you know, it was kind of like that sort of thought in the back of my mind then of like, oh, is this gonna be this? Oh God, all my heart, you know, and like I let it get to me. I shouldn't have.
Yeah.
Can
And
I
then-
just point something out here? We
What's up?
both had a 27-4-1 Sky Chase Act 2 split the same exact time.
Yeah. Wow. Jesus,
Out of Sky Chase Act 2.
that's mad.
This race was so ridiculously close, like within 5 seconds the entire time.
Yeah,
It
no,
was-
I wasn't keeping an eye the whole time, but I was hopping in during the sky chases, and like, God, this is gonna be my one that got away. But
Space.
honestly,
I
Go
didn't
ahead,
look
Dennis,
once.
go
I
ahead,
did not
Dennis,
look
go ahead.
at all. I could
Yeah.
not look on a match of this magnitude.
So
honestly
I have a
though,
question.
GG, because I can see you got a pretty damn crazy time.
I played
30
my heart out. I wanted
39,
a head
26
staff
is
roll. I mean,
crazy.
I wanted to stay.
Yeah, we were talking about how this is one of the times where two SACX head staff go up against each other. Whoever wins. Well, if I win, nothing happens. But if Space, if Space wins, nothing happens. If I win, Space gets banished to the underworld. But
Yeah, but now if I win, I
Unfortunately.
get to be this
Silver owner.
Sacer Master Staff for one day.
I do want to say, congrats, Space, on bopping Squeefy's PV. Congrats on
Wow!
top 3.
Oh my gosh! What?
Yeah, dude.
Holy crap!
That
No
was
way.
a nutty run, dude. You are seconds away from Vadim now. You are so close.
Wow.
But
A guy who didn't even have a
Also-
PB going into the tournament.
also, Spacebar,
I'm
just
going
wanna
for
ask,
that biggest glow up.
How much did you pay the fucking black carts? How much did you pay them
Oh,
to
did you
do
see
that to
that?
Tethys?
Did you see that shit?
No,
What
I
the
didn't see
fuck
anything.
was
Wait,
that?
what happened?
So Tethys made track skip. He landed on track skip, right?
Yeah, everything
The
going
three-
perfectly.
The 3
know?
carts pushed themselves together. They hit the speed pad. Then each one got faster, and they all hit Tethys so fast he didn't take damage, and he launched past the kill point.
Wait a second. I'm sorry. What? Is
There's
that
a clip in- there's-
assassinated? Okay, wait. Let me see this.
There's a clip in chat. Let me watch this back. I want to see your reactions, actually. Because I was flabbergasted. I wasn't too shook
Wow,
up
you're
because...
ahead of me. I played so good in
Let's
the
have a
early
look.
game. Oh my god! What? What? That was the
Okay.
gods playing for me right there. I was destined to win
That's
this
what I'm
one.
saying. How much did you pay them? Because that was the first time you were 30 seconds behind because of the death, because of Windy Valley still. Because your Windy Valley was like the biggest choke point of the run. And then every split you were gaining a bit of time. Stuff was it was back and forth. And then Twinkle Park happened. And it was finally close again.
Oh man. Yeah, that would. I almost forgot about that. The Windy Valley thing did happen. I died twice on the skip again somehow. That's like that skip hates me.
This entire race really did come down to Lost World. Which is
I practiced Lost World
Um,
so much before this. I'm so glad.
yeah.
I did too. It just it came apart.
The
It came
nerves.
apart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't even call it nerves. I would say more just like the chip was on my shoulder after the crash, and like as soon as one mistake happened, then it just kind of like snowballed, and I was like, and the game over. I got it together. I was going through, and then I did the thing which I've done in like every race this tournament, where I spin dash over at the end for some reason.
So what's happening there is the textures, like you know how that kind of you're on like a square texture thing when you're jumping. That's
Yeah.
not flat. You're clipping your feet.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, you are spin dash jumping. It's just getting owned. You need to be closer to the ring pile.
Yeah. Okay. Noted. Noted for future. And speaking of future, I will. Like, I can't leave this category like this. I've got this summer best, which is a. Let me check. Actually, hang on. 3602 summer best. Just saying. That's like. And a PB of 41. I gotta get a chunky PB.
Yeah, you got to
Sometimes,
keep
yeah.
pushing. But you're out of the tournament now. So is that your ultimate plans with SA1? You're gonna keep playing for CX, but what else you got going on for SA1? What future ambitions do you have with this game?
after picking up Dojo, one of the first things I said was I would really like to go and maybe grind for Tails world record, perhaps. I feel like I could do
vanilla.
it. Yeah, vanilla. I do feel like I could do it potentially.
I agree. Record kind of sucks. I know,
Yeah.
it's mine.
It'd be pretty cool to get that. Don't know if Venom is watching, because another runner who could very, very much go and grab that if he wanted to push for it. But yeah, that'd be something that I'd like to do. I want to get a good time in CX for Sonic Story, and then I'll just kind of see where I go from there, I think.
All right, well, it's been fantastic having you in the tournament. I'm very sad to be saying goodbye to you, especially this early. But
Well, I mean, I technically performed to Seed.
But you know who didn't perform to speed? Spacebar.
Wow, did it perform to
Speed.
speed? Damn.
You are
Alright, I'm gonna
you were
performing
pretty
beyond,
slow, bro.
you're performing beyond expectations. So what are your ambitions with CX going forward, and how do you feel about your chances for the rest of your losers run?
I mean, it's a tough spot right now. I have to set some new goals, I guess, because my goal was to beat Tethys and to get a sub 40, and I did both of those at the same time.
Yeah, both of those did happen in the exact same
Now
race.
I don't know what to do. I don't even know who I play. I don't know how to step it up any more than this. I just like, I don't know.
I can tell you who you're up against next.
Who?
You are up against the winner of Carp versus Underground.
Ooh. Come on, Cop. Do it for
So,
Britain.
so
I just
assuming
don't.
that Carp takes the
expect
gold.
me to be dishing out 39s and 40s. Okay, don't expect.
No,
that.
man, you're out of here for real. Like, not like no jokes, like for real. Like big GGs to you. Like,
What do you mean? Don't expect it. Your last race was a 40.
I know, but I don't know. Like, it's because there was so much passion and desire to do good that race and this race, and now I feel accomplished. So this is a problem for me. I need to
just
find.
pretend every
like,
opponent is me.
I need like Carp to show or Underground to like show up to my house and like slap me in the face or something. Like, what the hell? Now
I'll
I
do
gotta
it.
beat you in this race, and then I get.
I'll do it on his part.
I just gotta say, you've got quite a long bracket ahead of you, but there's a lot of people who are still in the bracket that I think that you could take down. If you put your mind to it. So
We could be potentially seeing Space play the most games. It's possible
it's true.
in this tournament.
Falling into losers round one, you could go through the gauntlet. You've got a hell bracket ahead of you if you do end
Oh,
up taking
God.
down Carp as well.
I gotta just keep practicing every day because that's what I've been doing, like practicing for hours before every race,
Yeah, man.
trying to zone into the race. So
Well,
We'll see.
Good luck. Go on and win it, because that way I can walk away with my head held high, saying I lost to the champion.
Yeah, that's the
But,
thing now. You've got Tethys' skull on your mantle. You've got to make him proud.
And
He's
it's
staring
as well.
at you every day.
carrying both of these.
We're just collecting chins. Jeez.
Every time you kill someone, now they've passed their spirit on to you. You've got to be the one to pass it on.
I must
So-
be.
No, don't pass it on. That's exactly
Okay,
the
well-
opposite of what you want to
yeah,
do.
don't
Keep
pass
them.
it on. Never mind, hold them.
Keep them skull. Okay.
Nah, for real, man.
No,
GG.
this
It was
was
a
really
real fun
fun.
race.
Yeah, it was
Frustrating,
so fun.
but
Sorry,
no, I was just gonna say it was like it's disappointing, a little bit of a frustrating way for it to end, but it was a good race, entertaining, and wishing you the best of luck now.
Aw, you're so sweet.
Thank you.
You are one of the greatest opponents I could ever ask for in basically any category. So yeah, it was fun. It's a big achievement for me. I'm like still taken back. I'm gonna need some time to like simmer down after this because I'm hyped right now. Thanks for being a great opponent and letting me have this one. I'll see you again.
Yeah, man. Not a problem. Happy to do you a solid, you know.
Had to let him get one eventually.
No,
Have
I'm
we
sorry
raced
for the
before?
crash.
I couldn't remember.
Crashes, yeah, we raced in the Sales mini tourney. We raced. I think we
Did
raced in
we?
the Sonic
No,
tourney.
I don't-
Didn't we? We
No,
didn't
I
see
don't
each
think
other
we
at the
raced
Sales
in it.
mini tourney.
Did
Probably
we?
did.
I don't remember.
You're gonna have to dig that one back up.
Yeah, I'll have to double check because I can't remember. I swear I raced. I can't. No, I don't know. But like, did we race in CAG?
I feel like I know I saw you somewhere.
I feel like we did.
Oh no,
we
I
might-
think it was in CAG. Yeah, because I think
Yeah,
I
yeah,
had
yeah.
a really good run.
I think you beat me in CAG. Yeah. So.
Oh,
I
so
guess
wait,
I'm-
do I have the victorious track record? Was all that?
I
for nothing?
think so.
Did I just like
Yeah.
create some fake vendetta just to be able to beat you in this
That's the
race?
trick. Remember that time space in SST where Carp beat your ass? Crazy,
Oh
right?
yeah, I remember that.
It's
Go get
true.
your
He-
vengeance.
Now I'm gonna have to play my heart out.
You know, Clark was saying some really nasty things about the SACX Elite. You know, that whole group.
Talking
You
smack
know,
about Amy.
He did say Amy is the dumbest category.
Amy's
That, like,
story's boring. What? That's
That
it.
there's no
Oh,
reason
God.
to play it because it's something that you only play for free record.
He's also Scottish.
He is also Scottish.
Okay. It's like. Okay then.
That just means he means everything he says.
Okay. He could hold his alcohol well.
You're gonna need. He's gonna need it after you. Fuck.
Sign us out. Sign us out.
All right. Good luck to you, Space. GG's to everybody
Yeah.
for the rest of the tournament, and we'll be back after the. Who's next? Anthony versus
Venom.
Venom. Adrenaline momentum.
Wait,
That's
Anthony's
gonna
not versing Nate for once?
be- No, Anthony is not versus Nate. It is Anthony versus Venom. That's gonna be a tasty match.
All right. Look forward to it then. We'll be back shortly, gamers. Don't go anywhere.
Sacer, welcome back. It's more CX. Oh my god, it's the Dreamcast. Yes! We have a hardware runner this time. Yes! And just to show how accessible this game is, we also have a Mac runner. Yeah!
Yay.
So, this is going to be awesome. I'm really excited. This is going to be 1, 2, 3. It's Anthony versus Venom. Banger of a match coming up. What are you thinking about the match coming up, Mr. Squeefy?
Oh, that's a good question. I actually have no idea. I feel like these two anything could happen, so I'm curious. But yeah, we do have a Mac runner, which is, I'm pretty sure they might be the only Flycast Mac runner we actually have, actually. So this is going to be interesting to see, because they were on Windows during the race, but they've moved over to Mac, where it's a little bit more stable for them. So I'm curious how it's going to be with them running at, 30 FPS, and then also Venom, has helped us out quite a bit, found some cool skips in some other stories like Tales. And they also have a very good time, so I don't know, I'm actually really curious how this is going to go. This could go like either way.
Venom is an incredibly strong runner in every category he has put his mind into. He has a 40-28 PB in this category, which he's not even a fan of. He doesn't even like Sonic like that. Tails and Knuckles are his true loves, as you can see in the lovely capture at the bottom, a screenshot of Tails' penis being smashed.
Being completely destroyed.
Penis Smasher, of course, being a trick that was co-founded by me and Venom. Primarily Venom, he was the one with the hands on the controller as we were figuring this out. It is a massive skip that's very important in the Tails category, which, who knows, you might see a lot of that if we ever have a Tails CX tournament. Wouldn't that be fun?
That would be fun. But it looks like we may be starting soon. Everyone looks like they're about ready to go, so... But yeah, there's a lot of things can happen. Yep, looks like we're off.
Let's get down. The load list is going to be so important for this race in particular, as the hardware runner. As we can see, the actual runners themselves are going to be pretty desynced RTA.
Yes, they definitely will. You'll notice that Venom will appear to be lagging behind a little bit. Don't let that fool you. They are running on hardware. So the RTA advantage will kind of skew the way things look, but trust us, don't let the RTA fool you.
Yeah, do not let the RTA fool you. This is the truth. As, the Dreamcast, while it is a disc-based system, it is a disc-based system. It's not loading off of any sort of flash memory. So he is going to be running rather slow.
Sure, anyway, we're just coming out of wrapping up K0 with Anthony there. Coming up to our good old friend Jimmy. Shout out to Jimmy, we love Jimmy. Jimmy
Our boy Jimmy has been taken out by Venom in cold blood in front of Station Square. Unlike Chaos Zero, who was the aggressor, Jimmy did actually nothing wrong.
Jimmy was just hanging out.
And Anthony is just now getting out of Jimmy themselves.
Well, Venom enters into Emerald Coast. So, we're going to see how Emerald Coast goes for them. It's going to be a lot of fun. And Anthony going to grab Crystal Ring from the looks of it.
Yeah, Anthony grabs the Crystal Ring now, which I really don't understand, as the only reason we grab the Crystal Ring at the time we do is because it saves you hub world movement, and it doesn't cost you any time to grab. And grabbing the Crystal Ring now, at best, loses you time. So I really don't understand the decision making for grabbing it now, especially since there isn't a single lightspeed dash until near the end of the game.
Yeah, like the first one that's mandatory to do is outside Red Mountain that I can immediately think of. So there isn't much point going for it. I wonder if going on the knowledge that we had before of picking up the Crystal Ring makes you spin dash faster.
I
Although
can't
I don't-
imagine so.
I don't think so.
As they're a relatively new runner, that
Yeah.
lie wouldn't have been circulating around the time that they started running.
Yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting decision, which I feel will cost them a little bit of time, but you never know.
You never know for sure. Venom had a remarkably clean Emerald Coast. Going to be finishing up with a 115.
That is a time I'd be more than happy with.
Absolutely. I
A
think
solid time.
any runner except like maybe me would be happy with an Emerald Coast like that. That is very painless. As Anthony now has a 45 Act 1. Going into Act 2, this is where some stuff could happen, you know?
Okay, so we have confirmation from Carp. Chris Ring does make you faster because he said so.
It's true. Carp being one of the oldest runners of SACX, not in age, but in tenure, been playing the game for such a long time that his PB still isn't up to date with the most recent of timing methods. But his DX PB is remarkably strong, and I have no doubts that when we see him later, he'll be bringing that to the SA1 brackets, continuing to bring that to the SA1 bracket as well.
For sure, but hey, looking at this, Venom is starting to enter into Egg Hornet with a pretty significant lead. Looking at the time area. With the Rangers started, it's going to be interesting to see where it goes from here.
The Emerald Coast discrepancy is going to be giving Venom a huge bump. There was over 30 seconds saved in Emerald Coast, not to mention the absolute meltdown of grabbing the crystal ring early. Yeah, 1 minute. 1 minute discrepancy going into Egg Hornet. That is rough for anybody to come back from. That does not give you... Go ahead.
Especially like this early in the game, it's... Yeah, I mean, it's like, there's still opportunities, like, Anthony can recover. There's still opportunities for that to happen, but... I don't know, I feel like... It's got a bit of a hill to climb over right now.
A hill, indeed. And speaking of hills, while we won't be seeing any very soon, we will be seeing a valley, a windy valley, and that's one of those stages that we've seen be claiming skulls today. I have no idea what Anthony's goal is for Windy Valley, or if he'll be able to hit Act 3 immediately. But at this point, he's going to need all the time save he can get. He has to hope that Venom makes a massive mistake, or that he just absolutely creams his crop. There's like no other options. Time save this early in the run is not easy to come by.
We have Venom, who's a very solid runner. They have a very good time for their PB and are pretty consistent for their time. So it's it's gonna be interesting to see how things go. A very nice Act 1 when you value by Venom there.
That's going to be a 23, 24 tornado. Either one of those, you're definitely glad to see in a run. Very solid, very low 24.
Very low 24. Yeah, that's exactly what you want to be seeing.
And nice, okay.
Yeah.
Act 1 and 2 for Windy Valley went very, very solid. This is the one that matters, though. Oh, Anthony doesn't know the Sage Wisdom. The Y button. The Y button picks up items.
Only Dreamcast for some reason.
Venom's going crazy. He's having a little party.
He just keeps trying to jump back up the ramp, which means you can do it.
He's having so much fun. I don't like that at all. It's going to take you like 7 decades to stop charging. He got gravity and got scared. Okay, this is what Anthony needs. One of these and a death, and this could be massive for Anthony. He's set up the pitch. Will he throw the ball? Oh, that's down so early. I hate the way Venom does this. It makes me so sad.
Like, I hate the way everyone does it except me.
It's true.
No one just doesn't look right.
No one knows how to do Windy Valley 3. We all just think we do.
So we'll give you give someone a suggestion, like, oh, do it like this, and then they do it a different way, and you're like, why does that work? It's like, I don't know.
Very nice. Venom is out of Windy Valley. Only lost I mean, he lost some time to dancing around like a silly goose, but it's Anthony's turn. This could be a big place for him to save time if he
See,
can just do
also
it. But
struggling a little bit.
he's getting stuck on the windmill. Oh, no gravity here.
Oh,
No one's
that's not
home.
good.
You don't have time to mess around like this. Venom had a little party. You can't. Oh, that gravity is wild. Where are you going? The bat kill plane is
Oh.
right there.
That was not. I don't know if Anthony does Windy Valley 3 that much. Like, I know they know how to do it. Well, I say know how to do it. They do it different to me. But
Yeah, that death is definitely going to even up with the dance party that Venom had.
yeah, it's just gonna.
Okay, that's going to be able to make it, I believe. But the camera's panning. Because of this camera pan, that might actually cut his distance. He might not be able to make it. He's adjusting with an up left angle.
I've seen him do this before.
What? This is
And
just
it's
barely going to make it. 20
Yeah,
rings for the
oof.
fans.
probably. Oh, that was very close.
A 119, but that's going to end up being almost equal with Venom's funny little dance party with that death. That death was a huge deal.
Speaking of Venom rolling up into Casinopolis right now, we're gonna see an FTB.
Yeah, we are for sure going to see an FTB. He hits these. He misses these, apparently.
Misses,
Never
apparently.
mind. Oh, no.
So this is, we're just full of shit. We're just lying.
He's
Venom,
dead.
no!
How does this keep happening?
no.
Just take a step to the right. If you miss this a single time, just go a step further right. You can't be too far right. See? You cannot be too far right, unlike in politics. Anthony has now dropped into the sewers to grab the stinky shoes as Venom is now climbing through the casino.
Some very nice movements up there to get up there. It was a Casino's probably one of my favorite stages.
Oh,
He falls through though.
he's taking things so deliberately. Like, I understand. It's a lot. I can understand, especially in a race setting, trying to be more consistent than fast. To just walk into the emerald. Make sure you don't get owned.
Yeah.
Like, one of the strongest runners in the race, Vadim. Vadim has been crushing it. But Vadim has definitely had a few casinos where just being taking it slower is definitely going to be better. Oh, Anthony tried to just do a quick FTB, but ended up having to set up a little bit. Still ended up being fine.
But yeah, I mean that's gonna save a little bit of time on Venom, but you need quite a few more of those to catch up. But hey, do you know what though? There's still a lot of the run left.
There is a lot
yet.
of room left. Yeah. We haven't even gotten close to the end game yet. But Venom's lead is going to continue to, I believe, get further.
I believe so.
I'm not sure if Anthony actually crawled back some time on that one, because that was a fast casino and much better hub world movement. But there is a chance that there was something we didn't quite catch that would have slowed him down. Either way, definitely not going to be enough to catch up from that giant deficit. Yeah, he saved 11 seconds.
I mean, 11 seconds now, but there's still more to come. You know, you could just start pulling the time back. But like we said earlier, this is going to be a pretty big mountain to climb over. I don't know, I got faith.
It's not good. I'll say this: when you are running on emulator and you are RTA behind the console player.
Yeah, this is not the situation you usually want to be in. Oh, Venom struggling with the cliff jump. Just second try, okay.
All these small time losses are giving Anthony small glimmers to catch up. Oh, that's going to be a big one. You got to press the A button. That's really important. He remembered this time and was able to squeeze on through.
Let's go. A button presses.
Oh, I don't like
I've-
that camera. He turned it around too much. Now he's going to be
Ooh.
getting dancing cam. Okay, he is actually able to flip it around really quickly. Wow, a very
Oh
fast
wow,
flip out.
that's very fast. Okay.
I don't like the way he falls here either.
I can't tell from because of the bit rate, but it might be okay.
So I do want to throw out too.
Mm-hmm.
If you stand in the Act 3 cave for too long in the in the clip out position,
Mhm.
the camera begins moving left and right on its own. If you're just watching, you won't really be able to understand. It kind of looks like the player is just being stupid, like they're just trying like pressing like left and right trigger repeatedly. Oh right, Anthony takes the snowboard. He
Oh
doesn't
wait,
bother with the clip. That
forgot about this.
that
Okay.
1 minute 40 discrepancy is gonna get a lot wider, especially after an ice cap like this.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt. That can be a bit of pain
That's
right there.
that's gonna hurt a lot.
Yeah,
don't-
this is.
I don't think there's a chance of catching up. Well, that's not true. There's a lot of places to catch up.
Yeah, there's
But,
a lot of
like,
places to catch up, but it is gonna get a lot harder from here on. There's a lot they need to save time. They're kind of hoping for a mixture of Venom messing up some more places and also saving time themselves. So this is gonna be interesting for sure.
yeah, but Venom is such a strong player. He's absolutely going to
Yeah.
be. He's going to be playing consistent because you got to remember that Venom's PB with the 40 does not have final leg capsule in it. He's going to give capsule probably one try, but I mean, if he does hit it on that one try, you've got to be prepared if you're racing Venom for him to just get a 36. If you're not playing to that level, I know it's brutal that that Venom's in the losers bracket, but if you're not playing at that level, you're gonna get knocked out. And I don't agree with not even attempting ice cap clip. This clip saves so much time. It's absolutely worth going for.
Like it's 100% worth going for, but I'm wondering if he maybe just doesn't know the lineup or something.
Falling down to the bottom route as well. Doesn't even grab the speed pad. Oh, that's just extra time.
Venom with the blue balls. Okay, I didn't even say anything about it then, and it still happened. I
Well,
was
there's
like,
10
I was
seconds.
keeping my eye on it. Keep my eye on it. I was like, okay, if I just don't mention it, surely it won't happen.
Surely.
Oh, right, it's not how it works at all. You can't even think about it. Okay. Commentator
Now
goes
that-
runs deep.
Now that ice cap is over, we're gonna see just how far apart these two runners are. This is looking kind of brutal. I can't lie. Venom leads by 2 minutes and 48 seconds out of ice cap, and you gotta remember that Venom did make the first jump. I think, right? No, but he lost a bunch of time in
No.
Act 1. That
Yeah.
was a very rough ice cap outside of Act 3 for Venom overall. And he still lost a whole minute to that split.
Yeah, it's like there are some things we just can't. That save so much time. The worth that he's going for. And this is just one of those instances where ice cap clip. It's just worth the time save.
Absolutely. Like it's one of those tricks that if you want to get a good time in the game, you just can't mess up. You can mess it up. You can't miss out on it.
Yeah, you can spend a little bit of time on it, and you'll still save some time.
Because, like, I would argue that Windy Valley 3, while that can definitely be a difference maker, you can still get like a 120, 125 Windy Valley without an Act 3 skip just by playing the stage very quickly. But you can't get Ice Cap like that, especially in this game with no clips in Ice Cap. Like for the snowboard section, you are just forced to take that trick. It is what I'm trying to articulate while we're here in Chaos 4 is that going for Windy Valley 3 is one thing, but your time is going to be better spent learning Ice Cap. If you're going to do one or the other, you want Ice Cap. I think Anthony came in with the wrong tools prepared, you know?
Yeah, for sure. It's one of those things where it's like, I don't know, like I feel like Ice Cap's one of the things where it can be a bit scary because the clip's a bit weird, but once you've got it down, you understand how it works, it's definitely worth it to use it, just use it for everyone, basically.
For sure.
Like, I don't think there's ever a reason not to at least go for it.
Oh, and the Stretch
Armstrong.
Armstrong.
I've heard some people using Stretch Armstrong apparently intentionally to remove the chance of blue balls, which is an interesting strategy.
Oh yeah, I have to.
Yeah, we are running on a different game to rest of it apparently.
And Anthony's going to take another minor time loss here as well, I believe, as they're playing on Dojo, which means they can't soft reset this cutscene.
No, they cannot. It's not a massive time save to soft reset, but with the distance in the run right now, it adds up.
The distance it's going to add, plus the slow Chaos 4.
Yeah,
2 minutes and 57 seconds. Oh. This is brutal so far. Venom isn't necessarily. It's not over yet. You know, there's a chance that Venom game overs in Final Egg or Lost World, and Anthony just has like a super clean one and catches up. But going into the middle section of the game, you know, heading into the Twinkle Park Sky Chase, not Twinkle Park Sky Chase, Twinkle Park Speed Highway, Red Mountain Gauntlet, the mid game. This, you definitely don't want to be 2 minutes behind, 3 minutes behind almost before these stages.
Yeah, the middle of the game is just kind of like, oof, there's a lot that can go wrong there, so you do not want to have a 3-minute deficit going into it. And we've got both runners in Sky Chase right now.
Alright, once again, while both runners are in Sky Chase, Venom is going to be ending pretty soon, but figured I would ask you, since I was at a different co-commentator last time, how have you been feeling about the tournament so far? You been enjoying it? You been having fun?
The tournament's been great, honestly. Like, it's probably like the first time we've got like involved in the background stuff, but this is a lot of fun. And seeing everyone just get involved and be like, oh, it's like, we release seeding, and then like a day later, everyone PBs. It's like, okay, that is the growth I want to see.
Yeah, this has been bringing so much competition to the category. It has been so cool.
It really has. Yeah, with us being like, okay, we want to grow this game as much as we can, get people involved. Seeing more people join, this is honestly the best thing ever.
We've had some unsung runners who've been kind of interested in the game, but didn't really know what to do. Once we got Dojo set up, oh man, everyone came flooding in. I would not be surprised to see this tournament get even bigger if we run it again. Because this tournament has had such great reception. Everyone's been having such a good time. I would love to have another SA1 CX tournament in the future. It might not be Sonic, but I would love to be able to come back to Sacer. And just want to throw out now, this is when you should grab the Crystal Ling. Because look at where Venom spawns.
Yeah.
You get free hub world movement for it. So grabbing the Crystal Ring only costs you around 3 seconds with good movement, which is such the Crystal Ling. Yeah, my bad. But it's such a minor time loss to grab it there. That's the perfect time to grab it. And because we will not be going back to the hotel. At least not optimally.
No. I mean, depending on the path you take, you may go there after Speed Highway going to Red Mountain. But honestly, it's not optimally, no. That's the best time to get it, really.
Venom likes to do this to 26 rings because he does the swoosh right in. The way that he does this is horrifying, but it is so cool. He counter steers to go into the tunnel. It is so awesome to see. He always ends up with about like 20 to 30 rings. And I have seen him hit that so clean. Rather than trying to go on top and bounce and correct or clip like I do, he just chooses to go through the tunnel with a really wide line, which is really cool. I think that's an awesome approach.
Honestly, yeah, because I go for the left route to reach that way. When you go into the right, that's going to save quite a bit of time. And you keep your speed from the rings.
Speaking of saving quite a bit of time, look at this Twinkle Park, a 106.56.
Okay.
No bullshit No garbage, no mistakes. That's a phenomenal Twinkle Park time.
That is actually nuts. That is an amazing time. Okay.
And if you are Anthony, that is not what you want right now. Not at all.
No.
Venom is now 3 minutes and 33 seconds ahead, going out of Sky Chase. Oh, Anthony attack cancels into the car, goes for the black car, which is interesting. This car is hard to grab, but it is actually the fastest car on the ground.
Wait, what are the dark blue car?
No, dark blue car is the fastest, kind of, but as far as like actual statistics, black is the fastest. Oh, he misses the track.
Oh.
Yeah. All of the Twinkle Park skips that have ever been found are possible in SA1, which is really cool. Very nice speed highway so far from Venom. Oh, the camera adjusts a little bit. Jump cancel to cancel that. Switches to the pink car. Yeah,
falling down again.
Falling off. Going from car to car is going to make this so much harder. The track. So if you haven't played SA1, if you only played DX, you might not know, but the cars make a dramatically bigger difference in this game. The handling on every color car is totally different from each other. They feel nothing alike, to the point where it is outwardly noticeable immediately. So trying to jump from the black car to the pink car is just not something you can do. If you play the light blue car, the green car, or the orange car, those are the three that are the most similar to each other, and you can kind of make stuff work. Dark blue feels kind of like black, but black is a lot faster and impossible to control. It is so fast that some of the turns are just not possible. And pink is just bad. Pink just has nothing really going for it.
Well, I would have the pink car. Pink car's awesome. Shout out to the pink car.
Shout out to that speed highway from Venom, a 1:15.69 every time. Anthony died again on the track! He got the kookiest camera ever! Oh no, this is why you don't mess with the triggers on scripted sections, man.
There's a very interesting I'm Cake, where he just goes on the left rail at the beginning, taking like the vertical line.
He's in the orange car now, which feels really similar to the green and light blue. As you can see, he was lining up for Twinkle Park skip. Oh, he dies to the Kiki. Oh! Yes, where is he?
What? Where's his... What the...
What is going on?
What is happening right now?
What is this?
It just rendered the wrong textures.
What? This is the wrong stage.
Okay, right. If anyone here has seen Anthony do their supersonic runs, their skybox is just glitched out in their runs. Like the area Venom is right now, it's just a glitchy mess. But for whatever reason,
I believe the game may have just crashed. See, this is something that we did not mention initially. Running on Mac causes a ton of issues if you use cheat codes. We have tried our hardest to make Mac as runnable as possible, but Mac is highly not suggested because stuff like this happens.
Yeah.
So
we can't get Lewis scripts to work on Mac as much as we have tried.
Anthony is now most likely going to have to reload the game and just take the time loss from the crash. So I'm not sure what is going on now.
I don't know, because the time is frozen because the screen's gone black. So we'll see what's going to happen.
I'm not sure. I am not sure what's going on.
Alright, I am going to...
But I do want to say that Venom's Red Mountain is really good right now.
It really is.
Oh wow! Okay, yeah, there we go. The menu has arrived. The Flycast menu is here. He is going to have to reload the game Get back into it. Yes, it definitely crashed. Yeah.
Yeah. He's gonna.
Can't even close it. Well,
Yeah.
that is
have
a
to-
certified Mac moment. I
Have to
not
force
to-
close it and then. It's gonna.
Yeah.
This is gonna be very interesting because Anthony's timer has frozen because they're on a black screen now, right now. So. We may be seeing a one runner.
No, you don't
stream
need
in a
to.
moment.
Don't soft reset. You need to like actually close and reopen Flycast. Yeah, Tethys had a crash in his run as well, and unfortunately,
yeah.
a lot of crashes are preventable, as that one could have been prevented by not gaming over and restarting. I'm not actually sure what he did, but I think what he might have done is caused a problem with the start button. And
What it looked like is their textures loaded incorrectly, which I've seen messing with stuff on demo to find like certain stuff, and the textures can glitch out, but the stage isn't loaded properly. So what
Yeah.
it looks like is they was loaded into a version of the stage with no load zones, which can happen. And then the game just died after that because it just doesn't know what to do. Yeah, but it's like there's not a lot you can really do about it, unfortunately.
yeah, the timer is going to keep ticking, as is the rules of the race, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was our root issue here, actually. if you just noticed that menu pop up. To make sure that everything runs as smoothly as possible, we have a standardized Lua script, which is used for everybody running on Flycast, and for whatever reason, the Mac builds of Flycast just don't have access to it. So the Mac builds of CX are significantly less stable. We were hoping that nothing like this would happen, but
But yeah, it's just
Shrug.
kind of the nature of it.
Not much you can do.
No, not really. It's kind of an unfortunate thing. We kind of have to. Kind of kept the fingers crossed, hope it wouldn't happen, but a little bit unfortunate. Anthony gets to take a second try at Twinkle Park.
Well, regardless, because the screen was black, that didn't actually lose him that much time. Not too much that he wouldn't have lost by gaming over in Twinkle Park regardless. So, minor RTA setback, but still, we're getting back into it.
Yeah, pretty straight back in. But you gotta appreciate that.
Oh man, this
What
is one of the
is
this is one of
that?
the reasons you don't want to take the black car, is that the black car can make a lot of the lines here really tough.
Anthony's also
Because-
taking a very interesting line there. Like, they're kind of taking the first railing and just going straight, which I guess would be faster, but they're also risking just bouncing off the edge, which, yeah.
I don't agree with the restart.
Mm.
Oh yeah, doing anything. Seriously, even if you've ran SA1, try using the black car. This car makes everything so hard.
It really does. It's. Yeah, because usually the default for a lot of people for doing track skip or TPSS is the light blue car. Just because it's the positioning of it and it has has one of the best like mid-air controls, so it's easy to go for. But then the black car is, yeah, it's a little bit difficult.
And Venom is out of Sky Chase too.
You're rolling up into
is-
Skydeck.
Yeah, this is a rough place to be for sure. This funny camera happened again, but he's out of it. I wonder if he's perhaps holding a camera trigger during that, which might be causing it. But yeah,
Maybe.
look at these black car turns. I really do have a vendetta against this car. I hate getting it. Whenever I was practicing trying to find a consistent setup, this car caused me so much grief. Okay, gonna be going for coaster skip. Looks solid. Yes,
Good.
made
Yeah,
it.
let's go. Going straight for the backup.
Immediately going to the backup. Yeah.
I can
All
understand
right.
this, to be honest.
Well, we're going to be getting out of Twinkle Park. You know, small technical issues aside, a majority of it wasn't timed again, so we're fine. We're fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Race is still plenty competitive, but I mean, even before Skydeck or before Twinkle Park, Anthony was 3 minutes and 33 seconds behind, and now that Anthony is out of one of the most unfortunate series of events I've ever seen in Twinkle Park, I can't imagine that's going to be looking too much better.
Yeah, I was gonna. That time difference is probably gonna grow quite a bit, which is not looking great. Venom just straight up skipping one of the enemies and just taking the second one. Okay.
Oh yeah, this Skydeck
Showing
is
off a
going
little
so
bit.
far. So far, so good.
Like, this is a very nice Skydeck. Also, yeah, you may notice Venom's game is a little dark. Its Dreamcast on hardware is just again, a little bit dark.
Oh no. I want to point out again that none of that black screen in the crash was actually timed. So the only thing that was truly counted was the 4 deaths, 5 deaths even, and the time spent in Spaghetti Land. Outside of that, that's all that Twinkle Park was. There's a 9-minute discrepancy now.
Yeah. So I'll be honest, I don't know. The Venom playing in the middle of the night, apparently.
This game is so ridiculously dark.
It is. It really is. Especially on console. Console is just... We're playing with the lights off, basically.
I've moved to CRT recently, and I gotta say the dark stages are now so dark. It is really hard to see. I'm playing the game the way it was intended to be played, and I can't see, which means they did not want you to see that shit.
And I feel like you get to a point and they just went, you know what, we've made this game way too easy. Let's just make everything dark. Just for that was very close.
Didn't spin dash jump enough.
Anthony falling into Act 1 in Speed Highway, that's gonna...
Oh no.
Oh, that's gonna cost some more time.
Venom is definitely taking his time in this Skydeck, being pretty careful, ending it with a 227. You know,
where is Anthony? Oh, they're going to get the checkpoint. Okay,
that's okay.
Yeah, that was a very solid time by Venom right there. Did anything a little bit safe, but you know what? Honestly, I'd probably do the same thing.
Oh man, the timers right now are practically synced, and that is not good. Right now, Venom is going into Chaos 6 as Anthony has entered Act 2 of Sky. Wow, I'm so messed up right now. He's entered Act 2 of Speed Highway.
No, Skydeck. This is Skydeck 2.
This is Skydeck 2.
Skydeck 2. Yeah, there you go. Going to be actually entering into Act 3 for Anthony. See how. I mean, Act 3 is usually fine. I don't expect any mistakes here, really. Yeah, just a very simple, quick jump to get there. And Venom's going to be making his way over to Chaos 6 soon, so we're not far off on the end for Venom. Was on a really good pace from looks of things.
Venom is doing pretty well. I can check his delta to see how he's doing. He actually he was a minute behind outside of Chaos 4 of his PB.
Oh wow!
But exiting Skydeck, he is 13 seconds ahead.
Okay, let's go.
Had a huge gold in Twinkle Park, a decent gold in Speed Highway, a huge gold in Red Mountain. He's just been really picking it up in the late game here.
Mm-hmm. Are they struggling to get up? Yeah, but they've made it okay. Yeah, like Venom has just been gaming pretty hard recently, pretty hard throughout. I mean, in general, really.
Yeah,
Since he started picking up CX.
Venom's been playing crazy well. You gotta keep in mind, this is not his main category. This is, again, not even a category he really likes. He just played it to really help out he wanted the competition. He loves playing in the Sonic Story tournaments. I think it just gives him something to bitch about. So he just enjoys having that. But he always plays so well in them.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Which is, I don't know, it's like that's an amazing thing for me to see. It's just someone who, like, you know, they just want to jump into the competition.
And you know what? It's appreciated.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they helped grow a lot, for one thing.
Oh, for sure. Venom has done a lot to help with this game's growth overall. The amount that he's pushed Tails' story, all the stuff that he's found, the amount that he's helped push Knuckles, and like the competition between him and Nimplet's the top of the leaderboard was something to watch when the lore was going down.
Yeah. Speaking of, let's look at his jungle movement.
Oh, right into the drink. I like that line. He turned around. Now he's got a straight shot, straight into the mouth of the. Oh, I think he may have misguided a bit. Nope, there it is.
Yep.
Yeah, with a little bit cleaner movement, that line's actually really cool.
Mm-hmm. It is. Yeah, how's Anthony's Red Mountain going? Gonna assume.
Oh,
yeah.
Anthony tripping down.
Why are we dropping?
Why is he going down
that is
to
a
the
questionable
missile?
decision. I would have taken the spring on the right, to be honest.
Just take the. Why did he do any of that? None of that made any sense. Okay. As Venom is now going through the flame tunnel, right as soon as I say it, owned. Okay.
Yeah.
How is the snake skip? Oh! Okay, he's alive.
He can fix it. He can recover. It's fine.
He can fix this.
He can fix it.
He can fix it. He fixed it.
Fixed it. Let's go.
Oh
no! Do it again. Never mind.
All right, This is why left side sucks. Left side is slow and hard. Why would you do it? All right, he has now hit the water button, and he's going to wait for the snake to leisurely come all the way around.
Anthony taking a very safe Act 1. Going up for the higher path to drop down from above, entering into Act 2.
Oh, Venom's running a little bit too high. Oh, a little bit too high again. Great lineup, though. Oh, not far enough to the left. There we go. Boom.
Oh, nice. You'd love to see it.
Anthony spin dashes
Anthony
off the
is
platform.
I'd be grabbing a ring here. If I was Anthony Austin rings right to the left, I'd be grabbing. But you may not need them. That camera's not the greatest one you want.
Oh, Venom hit the light. That's going to cause a lot of lag. I like the acknowledgement. Now just going for the lights and going to play it safe. If you're on real hardware, lighting up this room with the mirrors is fucking laggy. So I completely understand the decision to just put off the gas and finish the stage out.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Anthony coming up to the end of Red Mountain right there. Hopefully they remember to hit the checkpoint, and they did. Let's go.
They did. Nobody has missed the checkpoint so far, but Anthony takes the death. Yeah, Venom having a fantastic Lost World right now, for his standards at least. This is looking great. Is he going to take the Lightspeed Dash?
I don't believe they do.
Yeah, okay, never mind. I mean, you might as well. You got the Crystal Ring.
I mean, it's a small time save. Yeah, because you opted to take the Crystal Ring now. Makes sense.
He hasn't. I fully agree with it. I've just taken a little gander at his splits, and he is going to be saving almost a full minute in Lost World, which is going to be... Oh, now he's doing the scum strats. He skips this cutscene early which causes the cutscene to go completely black. And in doing so, just lets him play this little hallway section in Lost World without actually having to see it.
Yeah,
It is the ultimate loadless scam. It saves like 10
it really
seconds.
is.
10 seconds for the cost of your dignity.
Yep. I believe it. Someone please just like find Venom and just remove him. Be like, nope, no more Flycast View, no more emulator, no more Dreamcast. I went through every single version of the game before I actually found the right one.
Yeah, Venom is on fantastic pace right now. He
Yeah,
could be getting. He could also be getting a sub 40.
That would be amazing to see someone getting another sub 40 during tournament.
Dude, another sub 40.
Yeah. It's so amazing to think that for the longest time you was the only one, and then now potentially 3 more.
That's what happens with tournaments, dude. There is so much competition in this category now. Oh,
To the right, are they
speaking of
opting to? They may be opting just to do it normally.
Yeah, I don't believe Venom is going to be even humoring Final Egg Capsule once, but the stage is just punishing him for it. Okay, he took damage like 3 times with no rings. How did he keep living?
I don't know.
Okay, I just watched the footage back on the stream. He had 1 ring every time he took damage.
Wow, just get picking the thing back up, okay. That's gonna be some of the luckiest series of events you could ask for. But you're not getting washing machine, okay.
Did not get washing machine. Wow, Venom really does have the plot armor.
Gonna line up this clip here.
He's out, turning around, not hitting that kill plane again, and he is through. Taking the jump down, wow. Misses the pause though, goodbye Sonic.
Well, I'll be surprised. I'm surprised we haven't seen... Actually, no, I'm not really. I'm surprised we haven't seen the skipping the elevator by jumping down, but I think the majority of people have been going for capsule. So, taking an interesting path there, lands it.
Everyone has their own funny little way of doing that, but he did it. He is done.
Now we just got to go through Egg Viper, and I think that's Venom takes it.
Cheer for Pen Pen.
Pen, let's go.
Pen Pen try Isolon, yes. Yeah, assuming that everything goes well here, there's a good chance that this is a 39.
This is a very good chance for a 39. It's all going to depend on how they do Egg Viper, though.
Man, this tournament has gotten so hard.
It really has. Like
39 or die.
I love being tournament with like a massive like gap with players. Like you get so many players, but then you have like the one, like the few that are just so far at the top, like you know they're gonna win. That wasn't here. We didn't have this. It was everyone was so close to each other.
Yeah,
it really could have been anyone's game.
It's crazy to see that by the time the tournament actually started, everyone's PB for the most part was within 5 minutes of each other. There was such a close, not a discrepancy, but such a close net of PBs. Whereas for something like the Sonic Story Tournament and SACX, you'd see people over 10 minutes apart from each other at times. You'd have people with like, Nixer entering with his absurd time, and then you'd have people entering which have like 39s and whatnot, some 41s here and there. There's such a discrepancy. But for here in the CX tournament, everybody was in the 40 to, except for you with a 39 first, but everybody else was in the 40 to 45 range. And now all of those times are like child's play, really.
Yeah, really. Oh, like I had the 39, and then Fordham got theirs not long after. think they got this like the day we released Dojo or something, and then everyone just now just goes, you know what? 39's easy. Everyone's going for it now. And looks like we're adding Venom to the list. Anthony went for a jump cancel, went for a homing cancel.
The homing cancel there.
So,
oh, hit the sideline. Skydeck is brutal.
Skydeck is very brutal.
I thought they were about to get snatched out of the air by the hook, too. Yeah, you want to just do a regular homing attack here and not a homing attack cancel, because the cancel always comes out first. It is so unfortunate. But holy crap, GG Venom, please don't die to Egg Viper.
Please don't die.
Let's go. He is safe.
Oh, GG's.
39-36.
That is an amazing time. Like, I can't think of anyone that wouldn't be happy to get that in a race setting like this. And no reset 39? Yeah. I'm more than happy with that. Anthony currently running up through Skydeck right now.
Oh, taking a fall.
Not looking good.
Where is this? where is this on the ship?
It's near the end. It's on the left side. You just don't usually see it because, you know, apparently I have food downstairs. Okay, I'll worry about that later. I'm eating tonight. Let's go. But yeah, there's a small area like where he is now. It's just a little bit forward, just kind of off camera, but you never have to go there. Yeah. There are quite a few places in Skydeck that we don't really see just because of the path we take. It's a very unfortunate Skydeck there. Yeah, that was a lot of height. Okay. Going for Tastrat. No. Attempted to go for it, didn't make it. That's fine. It's not the most difficult thing ever, but it can. If you're not prepared for it, it can definitely catch you up. Early capsule, maybe? No, went for it. I really appreciate the effort when people go for stuff like this. It's like, yeah, you may not make it, but hey, you also might. You never know.
Yeah, you gotta give it a try.
Yeah. Getting a lot of hype from that spin dash, though. And then we are wrapping up. Struggling with the caps a little bit. Yeah. Wrapping up Skydeck. Gonna be coming up to Chaos 6 pretty soon. Hopefully, Anthony can be able to wrap things up. You know, it's like, I'm not sure if they're watching stream or not. I don't know. I don't know if they know the time difference, but hopefully they'll keep gaming. They can finish up the run. Gotta always appreciate the sportsmanship. As we enter the Chaos 6. But yeah, it's been a lot of unfortunate decisions being made throughout, and then just a really unfortunate Tungle Park. And we may have crashed again. Or it may just be lagging a little bit. Let's hope not. Let's give it a second. If it has crashed, I don't know, but let's give it a second. Sometimes it just hangs for a bit. Venom is now hopping into Big the Cat. Okay.
Venom is now hopping into Big Story.
Come on, Venom. Give us a big PB. Let's see big world record right now. I'm not sure if that has crashed or if it has. That's taken a long time. That may be just be a crash.
That definitely looks like a Mac crash. Oh, yeah, no, it's up. It's going. We're back.
Okay.
Yeah, just gotta yell at Gamma real quick. Ask him what the hell that was about.
I mean, honestly, I'd be doing the same thing. We're going to be making all the way up to Chaos 6. Oh, struggling to hit the button with the Chris Ring Sphere there, but managed to get it. Okay. Venom is zooming through that tunnel right now. Venom's not missing. Come on. Can we see instant catch glitch from Venom? Come on. I'll be entering the cutscene with Chaos 6. Doing good so far. It's a nice lineup by Venom though. We are currently watching two boss fights that both feature Froggy in them. Well, not so much on Sonic, but he's in there somewhere. Trying to go for instant catch. Anthony may have been. Oh no. Okay, that looked very far away. I'm surprised I made that. That looked very far. Gonna throw the second ice bomb in. Freezy. I don't know what we call it. The ice thing that freezes Chaos 6. With 31 Chaos 6. Okay.
Yeah, I just call them freezies. I don't know what they actually are.
I don't know. Everything gets like 3 different names with me. Yeah, we go. Now we can be entering Lost World pretty soon. Now you gotta appreciate, wanting to at least, finish the run. Just get it done.
Yeah, just finish out the
Yeah.
run.
Mm-hmm. See what Lost World looking like. When I spin dash rolling, kind of rolling now, taking a few jumps there. Okay. Oops. Some strange, unfortunate fire tunnel movement there. That camera, okay.
There's so
That
much
camera
is
just flipped
happening.
them.
What the
There's a lot
hell?
happening. Nope. Okay. One tap spin dash. Okay. Going for the spin dash jump. That barely made it. That could have very easily fallen. Just not made it. Going for the pause method. And they hit the restart. What? Wow. Hitting the restart again. That makes sense at that point. But that is some really unfortunate menuing there. Accidentally looks like they accidentally hit the down on the control stick. That's fine. I'm going right back into it. There we go. Yeah, it can throw off a little bit because we don't, on SA1, we can't unpause with the B button. We have to unpause with start, which also activates all of the menus basically. So you have to make sure you're not highlighting the wrong thing, which is definitely a very huge mistake. Funny.
Well, this camera's crazy.
Yeah,
I think it's because of how they hit the checkpoint. So the checkpoints actually say whatever your camera angle was whenever you hit them. So I'm not sure if he was holding a trigger whenever he entered, but that might have caused that wacko camera. Oh, he didn't jump before, so he didn't get the lighting glitch.
I mean, it doesn't look too dark, so it might be okay. Come up to the end of Lost World now. I'm curious to see if Anthony goes for Final Egg Capsule. Like, I don't know if they do or if they will. Also, they are going very fast down this tunnel right now. They've been hit a few times. Oof. Yeah, you really do not want to take the Python this fast because that rubber banding is going to catch up with you. And now he's rolling. The cancer's rolling into the boulder, right? That's going to catch up again. Yeah, that's going to. Oof. And they barely got away. Okay. Yeah, the rubber banding on the boulder there is not nice. It is
No,
very severe.
especially on your first life for whatever reason. Your first life in this game is like treated differently for some reason, and that boulder is absolutely brutal on it.
Mhm. Has it frozen? I really hope it hasn't. Nope. Okay, just taking a little bit to load. Okay.
Yeah, Twinkle Park was rough.
Mhm.
Windy Valley was rough.
Yeah.
Emerald Coast was a little rough. Early game was rough, but
Yeah.
been a lot of good moments. Been a lot of good moments
Mhm.
in Anthony's run.
Yeah, like I would love to see if we could get Anthony set up with a Windows PC and just get them running one of those with a
Or
more
just a
consistent frame
Dreamcast.
rate. I mean, yeah, or just a Dreamcast, but
This
I
game
would definitely be interested to see
plays
how they do.
as much emulator is shown as in this tournament. This game really does just run its best on native hardware. CX runs its best on native hardware. Everything is a lot more stable on a
Mhm.
Dreamcast. So there's a lot of things that are bound to happen.
Yeah, like I definitely getting them set up with like a Windows PC or a Dreamcast, as you say. I would be very interested to see how they do. And they're all lining up Final Air Capsule. That looked pretty close, actually. A little bit far forward, but going for it a second time. Take a very interesting angle here because they come in more from the right and sort of go an angle like that. But I don't think I see that much. That was very close. Okay. Whenever you got this, we believe.
We believe. We
We believe.
believe.
Yeah, this is definitely a very interesting angle they take here.
Yeah, they take it so wide.
Yeah.
The consistent way, or like
Mm.
consistent that the way most people do it, is very particular setup. So to
Yeah.
avoid the camera from going a little wonky. So trying to raw dog it like this per se doesn't always work out.
hmm
That looks a lot closer to the setup. That was really
That was
close
good.
to the
That was
setup.
really nice. Also, Sonic just Transparent just went through the roof. Okay. There you go, coming up and it's got a wrap up. Coming up to the end right now, just got Egg Vipers to go. But yeah. Let's see how Egg Viper goes. I imagine Anthony's probably going to play Egg Viper pretty safe, I would imagine, but we'll see. They may just throw out the most insane Egg Viper we've ever seen.
Their Egg Viper might time travel backwards.
They just come out with like a 38, and
It's like head
okay.
explosion. What? Oh, they went for
Okay.
Viper swag and hit a little bit too low.
Yeah. Yeah, Viper Swag is fun, but yeah, I'm not sure if a race situation like this is probably best to go for it. But they may already know what the situation is. So they think, you know what, we'll just show off a little bit.
Ugh, that was a dangerous hit. Yeah, those monitors are pink because of a lighting issue.
Yeah.
I believe that's fixed in PAL, is it not?
I would have to check. I do not remember. I believe so, though. Because it's the same in, like, I think US still has the issue, I'm pretty sure.
I think so. I don't know
Yeah.
if 1.2 does. I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't played PAL in a long time, so.
The last time I played PAL was playing for Supersonic.
Last time I played was because I didn't have a choice. Anthony playing Egg Viper really safe there. Yep. Makes a lot of sense. This is kind of like the point of Egg Viper. You've probably finished by now. You start wrapping things up. You're like, okay, we're just kind of smooth sailing from here. But usually, once you've reached this point, like, okay, I've made it. I've got through the run. Everything was okay. We all good. And there you go. Final hit on Egg Viper for Anthony there. Let's see what the time's looking like. Yeah, GG's, Anthony. So, yep. Like chat saying, massive respect for just pulling out and, keeping the run going.
Yeah, respect for finishing it out.
Yep.
GG.
Huge GG's with what, like a 55 or 56, 55?
55, 59, around there.
But yeah, that was definitely a very solid time. Alright. Wow. Venom wraps up Chaos 6.
All right. Yeah, as Venom is finishing up his tournament, or not his tournament, his big story run right now. A little bit off Big Story CX record, but he did skip the cutscene, so he gets
very solid time.
He's fighting Jimmy 6.
Yep. Jimmy 6. Forgot. So many bosses you have to fight twice.
Hello, Venom. Welcome in.
Hello.
Yeah, Venom. How are you feeling?
Feeling pretty good. That was a good Chaos 6.
That was a pretty good
Which
Chaos
one?
6.
The first one, the second one, or the third one?
Both of them. Felt pretty good.
Yep.
For the Sonic side, though, that run was
Yeah.
complete ass carried by mid game.
Yeah, I mean, you had a lot of mistakes, but you ended up pulling ahead like really well. Like I was watching your splits. I was watching that you were like a minute behind at one point out of your PB, and then you were like almost a minute ahead out of nowhere.
Yeah, I had no idea how I was almost a minute ahead. I was looking at that. I was like, why though?
Yeah, that's just coming out of a 39. We get to add you to the list. You're now on the list.
Top 5. Woo!
Let's go.
Welcome. The sub 40 club grows a bit bigger, and Anthony, massive respect for finishing out the run. I know there was a lot of spaghetti there, especially near Twinkle Park, but made it through.
I cannot begin to tell you how embarrassed I feel.
It's fine. It happens in every tournament. It happens to somebody.
Yeah,
So-
someone just gets the unfortunate luck.
It was me earlier this year with the Sonic Story tournament, the SACX one. That was terrible for me. So it happens to one person at the very least. Nothing to be embarrassed about. You finished out your run when a lot of other people would have quit out. There's a lot of respect to that for sure.
I think I'm taking a break from the Sonic Adventure for a while after this.
Yeah, it's very fair,
Fortunate.
but I hope you come back for sure.
Yeah, I hope we come back too.
Well, Venom, any more thoughts about the run for the Sonic one?
Not really. I mean, Endgame, I played it safe, but it felt decent at least. Like all around, yeah, as I said before, garbage run, but great mid game. Who am I facing next? Do you know?
I can check the bracket for you. So moving on, you are going to be facing. You're going to be facing against Victory Cannon.
Ooh. That's going to be scary.
I know Victory Cannon was cursing under his breath. He's like, not again. This motherfucker can't eliminate me from every Sonic Story tournament.
Wait, did I last time? I also don't remember.
Apparently, the last time you two met in bracket was in a Sonic Story tournament where you knocked him out of losers round 2 as well.
Oops.
So,
don't worry, he'll get his redemption. I feel it.
I feel it. I know a little bit about that run in advance, as Victory Cannon's on a work trip and did have to pre-record. And I was there for the run, so I will say you got your work cut out for you, honestly.
Oh boy.
So, good luck. Good luck with your future run. And Anthony, you are now out of the tournament, unfortunately, but you put on a great showcase. You're a phenomenal supersonic runner. We've seen a lot of your progress, especially it's like over the last year. Relatively new, starting with SA1 on emulator, especially when we were like Flycast only. Definitely not an easy way to start playing the game at all, but
yeah, I think that's the thing. I kind of pushed myself to do Sonic Story. If this was Super Sonic, trust me, I would have enjoyed this way more.
Sonic is a hard story. Sonic is a lot to learn, and not a lot of time to learn it.
Also, some of the things like Windy Valley Skip, Twinkle Park, the Speed Highway, Red Mountain, I learned that all in like maybe 2 months. So that's cramming all the skips in like a few weeks, kind of. And another thing that's why I didn't. That's for many reasons why I didn't record, because I spent hundreds of attempts just losing due to the game freezing on Flycast. But then only like the last week I got Dojo, and that's when I started actually taking passion into the run. I don't know how you call this passion, but it's certainly dedication.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
Hey, you got some golds out of it, so that's good. Some of best goes down. Some of best goes down. Skill level goes up.
I find it hilarious how I got the 27. I got a 27 seconds ahead on light shoes, and as soon as I got the Twinkle Park, I was like 11 minutes behind. Just because the game crashed for no reason.
Oh yeah, speaking of some of best, what am I at now? Ooh, sub 36.
35.57 without capsule sob.
You are, I believe, 3 seconds above my SOB. That is terrifying. Because mine is a 35.54, I believe, and I do capsule. Okay, I am terrified.
Your sum of best is just barely slower than my PB.
Man.
Yeah.
But like my PB has capsule in it is the thing.
Yeah, there's. As soon as Venom hits capsule, we're all screwed.
Dude, Venom's sum of best is gonna be like a 30 when he hits capsule.
I just need consistency, man. But
that's what I'm saying.
Consistency on Dreamcast. Lol.
Hey, no, that's all me. Everything I do, I grind for consistency.
It's so much harder.
It is, but it's possible.
It is. Just so much harder.
All right, well, handshakes, everybody. Handshakes all around. Unfortunately, I think this is actually the end of today. We had a bunch of other matches scheduled, but a lot of people have been pulling out last minute. So we're gonna have to can it early, unfortunately. I was really looking forward to a lot of the stuff later today, but it's being moved to tomorrow. So tomorrow is going to be action-packed.
Yeah, actually, before we forget, that's a good point. Venom, you need to choose a raid target.
Raid target? go. Let's raid Flub.
Nope. Okay.
Flub.
Love sounds like an idea.
Sure.
And yes, tomorrow is the ESA SACX Relay. Be sure to check that out. We will be scheduling matches around the relay, around the bloke. But be sure to watch the relay for sure. It's going to be awesome. We have some amazing gamers. We've got Scoob. We've got Sly Sonic. We've got Mr. Cheesy Peen. We've got everybody you want. You know, you got your Hypnotters. You've got your Dragons. You got your, I can't think of the Knuckles guy's name. I'm so shit.
Yeah, hold on. Everyone's asking for a raid message. Are we giving a raid message?
What's the raid message?
Raid message.
Raid message.
Boytoss.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
there we go. The raid message is raid message.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
Boytoss on Knuckles. It is going to be a banger of a relay. You're not going to want to miss it at all. I guarantee it. Be sure to check that out. It'll be the second best SACX relay you see at a major marathon this year.
I feel like someone's a bit biased right now, but okay.
Alright.